One of the most pristine settings in all of sports. In the shadows of the San Gabriels, the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, it will come alive when the powder blue-clad fans start the 8-clap and UCLA, ready to roll. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him?
Are you fucking serious?
Take it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins.
About special teams being special on the opening kick. We work in meetings all week, and we might have a chance to bust through. First kick, takes it, busts it through, uses the speed, takes it all the way back to the house. What a start.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Bounced out of bounds at the 38 after that return. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Patience.
This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. To the ground with the back. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to... A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief because it is...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Bruins offense will take the field for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this script.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. The Bruins are marching down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement. We need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. To throw, it's Averill. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still in identity mode.
Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he'll avoid the tackle on the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Snagged in the middle. It's Foster. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Handoff to the single running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Averill. Lofts one high and deep. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Irish.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
On 3rd down, going up top. Throws to the wideout. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Those are called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Walters. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Catch in stride inside the 15. He gets it all.
Woody Quest covered. Never Quest.
All right, defense. I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but...
Touchdown, Bruin! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They'll throw it on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Dropping back, it's Averill. He'll take another shot here. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Finds the tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on the second down.
Russell to the ground after picking up the first down. The Bruins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down for this offense. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football, and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Foster. Ball's out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this
Come on, man.
Ball back for its own.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Comes out throwing on first down. Going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Woods. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Bruins want to move quickly. They want to just keep throwing it. Got it in the middle. It's Woods. Touchdown, UCLA! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll throw it on first down. Spits it out to the back. Makes the catch. It's Foster. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to move it through the air. He's going for a big play downfield. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Thank you.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. There's being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got his man.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking to throw on second down. It's complete to the left. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Runs through the tackle. It's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll try the run. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This offense has a second down play. Right back to it. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Averill. He's got his man. Got some room headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Irish.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They'll run play action. And the pass is intercepted. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
On the run from inside his own 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Looking for room, it's Warren. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Good job.
Defense was not
Good
fooled by
job.
that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The give to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys
these niggas up. These
can
niggas
take as much time off the clock as possible.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Averill. Fires toward the end zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And the senior...
Oh, like that. Let's delete them.
And the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
Complete to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
He wants to pass it on second down. It's caught downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Woods. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Bruins will hustle to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Let's it fly. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll try it on the ground. He will not get it. A down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Behind his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. On second down, he'll fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it. steps. This will pay dividends.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Now on first down from the 28. Back to the air one more time. That's caught. It's Warren. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On second down, just keeps firing. Catch in the middle, it's Warren. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. He's now up to 8. It's on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Averill. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Notre Dame right back to the line. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on the show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.